Good afternoon, everybody. This is your friend, your favorite border influencer in Tijuana, Mexico, pALoMA for Trump. I am here today at the US-Mexico border. And I have to tell you, the reason why I came out here today is because someone shared a video with me that, as many of you know, was frustrating for me to watch when you watch these fake news. When you watch people tell lies, okay? When you know they're not telling the truth and you want to say something, but a lot of times you cannot say anything at all. Either because you can't show the truth, or because some people just don't have a platform. But guess what? 3 years ago, I made the fake news come out here and report the truth. Because for years they weren't telling you the truth. Until I came out here and obligated the fake news to start showing what was really going on here at the border. They weren't telling you the truth. They were hiding it from you. They were staging things. They were staging photo shoots, which is what they do. And let me tell you, this problem, it just keeps getting worse. Last I checked, we're still going through a global pandemic, right? Isn't that why America shut down? Isn't that why millions of people lost their businesses in America? Isn't that why millions of us were obligated to stop working and lock ourselves up in our houses because there was a global pandemic? Do you guys remember that, right? Well, let me tell you something. This doesn't look very safe to me. This does not look very safe to me at all. I don't see a lot of social distancing here. I don't see a lot of social distancing here. Do you see social distancing here? I don't see social distancing here. This does not look humane to me. And there was an article, there was a video that was shared with me this morning from Biden's press secretary, where she questions who are the Americans reporting that there is a surge that is creating a crisis here at the US-Mexico border because of Biden's policies. She questions, who are these Americans? Well, President Biden, I will tell you who these Americans are. I am one of those Americans. I am one of those Americans that is firsthand witnessing what is going on here at the border. This looks like a crisis to me. This is my city of Tijuana, a city where I've resided for years. My city didn't look like this 2 months ago. This place did not look like this 4 days ago. There's a major surge. And I, as an American citizen, I'm showing you that surge. So I am that American. I am that American that's going to speak up for millions of other Americans who are seeing this, who know the truth, but that may not be able to share the truth, that may not be able to come out here and expose themselves, not only to COVID, but to so many other diseases. When I first came out here 3 years ago, a lot of people told me, pALoMA, protect yourself. pALoMA, wear a face mask. And I used to at some point. You'll find some videos of me wearing a face mask. Well, guess what? I didn't really listen. I thought, no big deal. I'll be fine. I'm strong. And I ended up getting bronchitis and almost ended up in the hospital. Because that is how unsafe it is here, how unsanitary it is here. Let me show you. So who are the Americans? I am that American. I am that American that's showing you the truth out here. I've been showing you the truth for years, and guess what? This has changed. This had changed.
What's your hometown?
Can I see your shirt?
I'm here waiting on Joe Biden.
I think it's pretty clear who is creating this crisis. I think it's more than clear. Is this humane to you?
Pardon?
Is this humane to you? Does this seem humane? Is your living conditions, do you consider this humane? No,
never.
it's not. It's not humane, right?
I got Mexican papers, and Mexico told me come down. Colonel Biden was going to open the gate and help us in. I got 2 years and a half in Mexico, and I didn't have no future. So
They told you Biden was letting you in,
yeah,
right?
So I'm seeking now see if I could get a better future with Joe Biden. And he said he was going to let us in. So I'm here waiting.
You're waiting.
I'm waiting.
Living in the streets in Mexico.
Living on the street in Mexico.
They are cooking, guys. They are cooking with some gas little stove, whatever that may be.
Use this.
They've been lied to. Look at what's going on. And in the meantime, not only have they been lied to, because look at everything that's going on. Not only that, he's saying he's calling. He just called someone.
Vaya.
¿A quién le llamó, señor?
No, he's speaking to family. He's speaking to
So, anyway,
we saw it from Joe Biden. We saw it.
today I hear the news from Biden's press secretary, where she says, who are the Americans that are reporting that there's a big surge at the border? We are the Americans. I am that American. I am that American that's showing you that people are living on the streets of Mexico, flooding our cities with homelessness, which we don't normally have. We don't have this problem in Mexico, guys. This is a problem that Biden right now created for us. Does this look humane to you? Do people living like this look humane to you? With babies, okay? With children. This looks anything but humane to me. And they're asking, who's gonna take accountability for this? Who do you think should take accountability for this? I feel the current administration should take accountability for this, because we didn't have this problem in December. We didn't have this problem back in November. We didn't have a problem for the last 2 years. This is recent. This is since Biden took office. This is a brand new problem. So who's going to take accountability? Biden should take accountability. His administration should take accountability. And not only that, but they went as far as attacking President Trump, former President Trump, one more time today, and saying they were not going to take advice from him. They were not going to take counseling from him. Well, you know what? Maybe you should. Because while President Trump was president, I did not see this problem over the last 2 years. He stopped it. He stopped giving people false hope, and people waited in line for whatever was available instead of waiting massively like they're waiting here right now, and creating this hole of infection and disease. And again, I'm not just talking about coronavirus. I'm not just talking about the global pandemic that shut millions of lives down all over the world. No, I'm talking about all kinds of diseases. Look at how these people are living. Maybe you should take President Trump's advice. Does this look humane to you? Does that look humane to you? That does not look humane to me. Children urinating on the street does not look humane to me. I'm sorry. Stop giving people false hope. If you want to create a system for people to come in legally, for people to seek asylum and look for a better life, why don't you do it from their countries? Why don't you have a system where American embassies in their countries have a waiting list, where they can wait at home and take a number and wait for their turn? Because this is not the way. Doing this to our cities is not the way. Doing this to our cities that we work so hard on. I've witnessed America being destroyed over the last 20 years. That's why I got involved in the activism that I do. That's why I started supporting the former President Trump. Because I saw the destruction of America with my own eyes. And now I'm watching it right here, all over again, but now in Tijuana, Mexico. And this is not fair to us, guys. Tijuana is already struggling enough. Tijuana is already fighting right now to get back up from the global pandemic shutdown that our governments just forced us to go through. And now we have this. This is normally a clean area. We normally have taxis all around here waiting for people who cross back from America. Do you see any taxis? No, I don't see any taxis here. Taxis are a big, big industry here in Tijuana. Taxis are how over 7,000 people in Tijuana make a living. And look, there's no taxis. Why? Because these people are taking over. And this is not fair to them. This is not fair to them. This is not fair to them as immigrants. This is not fair to us as Tijuana residents. This is not fair to anybody. Why are they doing this? And more importantly, why are they denying it? Claiming it's not happening. It is happening. I'm showing it to you right now. It is happening. I am that American that is saying it's happening. Because again, ABC and NBC and CNN and MSDNC, they may not tell you about it. I don't see them out here because they don't want you to see what's going on. But it is happening. Look at how they're washing their clothing. Look at how they're cooking. Hola. And they're waiting on a promise from Joe Biden to let them in. That's what they're waiting on.
I'm so weak and hungry.
Where are you from?
Honduras.
Honduras. Why do you speak English?
Because we spoke in English in Honduras.
Oh, okay.
We're from the Bay Island of Honduras, the same.
But
we cannot make it there.
I haven't seen a lot of people that speak English, but nice to meet you. Thank you. How long ago did you leave Honduras?
I live in Honduras 2 years and a half now. I've been in Mexico. I've been with too much bullying.
Where were you living in Mexico prior to being here?
I was in Guadalajara working.
But you came here because now you think Joe Biden is going to let you in.
And then the pandemic came down. They let us take us off the job. Then I left and I went to, he's from here. Then I left and I went to Vallarta. And right there, I slept in the
When you
car.
left Guadalajara, how long did you think it was going to take you to cross into America under Joe Biden?
I was waiting until Donald Trump threw the towel and see if another one was coming in and help us.
How long did you think you were going to live in this tent before you could go into America?
Until Joe Biden said, open the gate.
But did you estimate how long? Maybe a month, a week? You've been here for a month. No, que cuánto tiempo pensaste que ibas a vivir aquí antes de que te dejaran entrar?
Pues pensé de que como dijo que iba a meter, he was going to take people in, 25 people every day.
Okay.
And that's why I came down with my bag.
Okay. Okay.
Here I am.
Pensaste que iba a ser rápido.
Sí.
She thought it was going to be fast. She's from Honduras. ¿Por qué?
No, pues ahorita, mi señor ahorita me la asustaron, yo vengo de Guadalajara, soy mexicano. Ahorita me la acabaron de cruzar, me la están asustando, me la intimidaron, ahorita yo ando.
¿Dónde está su esposa?
La tengo, ahorita no quiere salir. Me secuestraron, la acaban de secuestrar y ahorita ya me andan siguiendo aquí gente. ¿Usted cree que
Oh my God, he's saying that it's very, very dangerous here. That his wife, was just kidnapped. It's bad. So now there's crime here that we didn't have.
And Jesus here was our voice.
Now there's crime here. I mean, as if we didn't have enough crime here in Tijuana, now we have new crime. Wow. This is, so this is what is really going on. So when you hear the Biden's press secretary tell you it's not happening, it is happening. Of course it's happening. I'll ask them now. Where did you get your t-shirts? Where did you get your t-shirts?
¿Dónde conseguiste las camisetas?
No, sí, ¿dónde las conseguiste?
Pues vino el muchacho que siempre está apoyando en la cocina.
Ajá, ¿y se las repartió?
Sí, lo repartió. Lo que pasa es que solo trajo ciertas camisas acá, pero como no tenemos a dónde lavar y por eso mismo... pues,
Pero ellos se las regalaron. Y so there's an organization out there that gave them to them. And how about
the American guy that comes here and feed us?
You have an American guy. Is that the same guy that gave you the T-shirts?
He seems like he sent to make up.
Okay.
Biden can help us a little more. While he's doing his part for us. He feeds
a ver si checa, porque también el reporte de mi señora cómo está asustada, porque ella le salieron, queremos salir nada, la seguridad que hay aquí, nosotros todos tenemos la seguridad, todos eso, pero mi señora la secuestraron en Guadalajara y venimos de allá y aquí está igual, ahorita me la asustaron otra vez igual, ahorita
He's saying that that his wife was kidnapped in Guadalajara. His wife was kidnapped in Guadalajara, and she was just recently threatened a couple days or yesterday, and now she doesn't want to come out of her tent because she's terrified. I don't know who threatened her, and I don't want to know, honestly. Tijuana is a very dangerous city as it is.
Está asustada y cómo la agarraron ahorita, la siguieron. Pues yo no, porque fui a comprar comida. Y está embarazada todavía, embarazada. ¿Sabes para afuera?
Pues tengan mucho cuidado, por favor.
Pero pues que no,
Vienes huyendo de Guadalajara. Ten mucho cuidado, mucho cuidado. She was kidnapped in Guadalajara, so she came here looking for asylum. And now somebody threatened her again. De levantaste todas tus actas y todo.
Pruebas, traigo pruebas de todo. Ahorita aquí me pasa lo mismo, ahorita que me fui a Salomón a traerle de comer, me pasa lo mismo.
Ya la amenazaron.
Ahorita sí, aquí ahorita.
She was threatened, she's crying in there. She was threatened that they were gonna...
Que no les importábamos para nada, les dijo el migrant mexicano.
Ay, ay, ay.
Para nada nosotros. Véala cómo está ahorita mirada, llorando, que no está embarazada todavía.
She's crying, she's pregnant. He's really stressed out.
No quiere salir por lo mismo, porque aquí ahorita...
Because she says it's so dangerous here. Somebody threatened her here. They came and threatened her because they can't move. They're stuck here. She actually is running away from danger because of a kidnapping situation she had in Guadalajara, Mexico. But now it's even worse here because she can't hide. I mean, she's only hiding. Ahorita yo le aviso a ver qué podemos hacer. Muchas gracias, señora. Cuídense mucho, por favor. Oh my gosh. So somebody threatened her while he went to get food. Somebody came in here and threatened her. And she's running away from some situation that she had over in Guadalajara. Kidnapping. She was kidnapped in Guadalajara, Mexico. So again, when they want to talk about inhumane, when they want to attack former President Trump for saying this needs to be fixed, guys, it needs to be fixed immediately. If this is what they call humane, having thousands of people out here, because from what I see here, it just keeps getting bigger. I was here a few days ago and it was probably about half of what it is now. So this is growing by the day. This is growing by the minute because they're spreading the rumor that Joe Biden is going to let them in. And I'm not saying that he should let them in. Don't get me wrong. That's not my intent here. What I'm saying is they should never allow this. They should let them know that if they come here to the border directly, they're not going to let them in. They should have programs where they are able to help a certain amount of people from their own countries. And then once they have their whatever permits they need or whatever they need, then travel to the border, because they're creating this huge crisis for us here at the border. Hi, Terry. This is bad. This is them getting fed. I was here 2 years ago, guys, with a couple twins. You guys remember the twins that were... You guys remember the twins that were gas or pepper sprayed or whatever at the border, right? I remember watching the two little twins fight over this much water left in a bottle of water. It was literally one of the saddest things I have seen in my life, because they have no access to running water here. They have to buy bottles which are about $1. These people didn't bring money. They don't have money with them. But you know what? In their countries, they at least have running water. They have a roof over their heads. This is disgusting what they're doing to them under false hope. So people will vote for them in America because that's why they do it. They want to be so humane. They want to pretend that they are so humane. And that they are not like President Trump. That they are the complete opposite. Well, this is not the complete opposite. This is worse. This is much worse. And last I heard, containers are no better than cages, guys. So I know that they base it all on what they call things, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. If they want to help, because America has always been known to help, well, the way to help should be helping these people directly at their countries, where they don't create these humanitarian crises, where people don't have to look for a place where they're gonna get a bottle of running water. How is this humane? And yes, who is going to take accountability for this? This lady has been out here for about 18 days. I already know her. 18 días llevas aquí, ¿verdad? 18 days. See, I didn't even have to ask her. I already know I have a good memory. 18 días. I saw her a few days ago. She had been here for 15. So now I'm saying 18 because it's been about 3 days. She's been out here for 18 days with a baby. ¿Tienes un bebé, verdad? How is this humane? How much longer, Biden? How much longer are you going to allow this? This has to be fixed, and it has to be fixed immediately, just like President Trump said. They're trying to be humane. Is this the way to be humane? No. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The problem just keeps getting worse. Why? Because they're promising these people things that they're not going to give them, that they're not giving to them. ¿Quién les regaló su tienda de campaña? I'm asking them where they got the tent. Un pastor? Okay, a church gave them the tent. And some of them look, more relaxed than others, but how relaxing can this be? How good can this be without electricity, without water, without bathrooms? Look, they have a water pipe here, a water tank here. ¿De quién es el agua? ¿Quién regala el agua? ¿Es agua? ¿Agua que regalan o cómo? ¿Y viene la gente y pide agua? ¿Viene la gente y pide agua? Aquí se bañan. Aquí se bañan. Oh my God. ¿Y quién les patrocina todo esto? ¿Ustedes nada más trabajan o qué? Él trae el agua regalada para... ¿Usted les ayuda para que se bañen? Oh my gosh, this is a shower, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so awful. This is what... ¿Hay alguien adentro? Ya me iba a poner a espiarle ahí a alguien. This is a shower. This is where they're showering. How humane does this look to you? Showering from the back of a truck. Hey, President Biden, this does not look humane to me. And I hope you get questioned about this, because it's that false hope that's bringing them here. And this is not fair to them, because a lot of these people are very, very uneducated, ¿Quién va a la escuela, tú? Let me read some of your comments, guys. It's really sunny out here, so it's hard for me to keep up. Yep. All this is in your hands, Biden administration. This inhumanity, because that's what it is. You think it's more humane for them to be waiting here than to be waiting at their countries of origin and create some sort of program if you really want to help? And not only that, how many of them are you going to let in? How many thousands before Americans? How many refugees is America going to take in? Somebody said that America has a lot of cookies, and that one American is worried about his cookie. Okay, how many cookies does America have? When is enough enough? What's the limit? How many years is this going to go on for? The next 4 years, as long as he's president? I have 3 masks on right now. And I know that a lot of you don't want to wear masks, but you know what? I got bronchitis 3 years ago from being out here. I was out here in November and December of 2018. And in 2019, I got bronchitis. The beginning of 2019, I got bronchitis. It's bad out here. And it smells bad. And it's dangerous. And it's inhumane. And I am the American saying that for millions of others. For his press secretary who questioned this morning, who was saying that, I am saying that. My name is pALoMA. I have dual citizenship. I go as pALoMA for Trump. I've been showing you guys out here what's going on out here for years. And it stopped. It stopped when President Trump implemented laws that made sense. You can't have these people out here. How does this make sense? How does this make any sense? It doesn't make sense. No matter how many tents you give them, no matter how many bottles of water you give them, they don't have a bathroom, guys. They don't have a place to shower. You saw the place to shower. Hola. Hola. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo están? ¿De dónde son ustedes?
Más o menos.
Más o menos. ¿De dónde son ustedes?
Nosotros son Haití.
De Haití. They're from Haiti. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevan aquí?
Muchos días porque nosotros no contamos el día.
Muchos días.
Sí.
Ya se le perdió la cuenta.
Sí.
They don't even know how long they've been here because it's been so long.
Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias a usted.
Que Dios los bendiga. Gracias. This is bad. This is really bad. And unless something is done immediately, this is not going to get better. This is only going to get worse. Children everywhere. ¿Haciendo el aseo, señor? Bad policies, guys. That's really what it is. Bad policies. False promises, false hope. And not only that, but always trying to take care of others when America is still struggling. Again, aren't we supposed to be still in the middle of a global pandemic? Isn't that why millions of people lost their jobs and their businesses? Isn't that why millions of people applied for unemployment over the last 13 months? Because we weren't supposed to go anywhere. We were supposed to social distance, remember? Aren't we still at that stage? Aren't they still freaking out because Texas is opening up? Aren't they still freaking out because Texas doesn't have a mask mandate anymore? But it's okay to do this to our cities in Mexico, right? It's okay for them to get these people to invade our cities this way, to promote it, to bring them here with false hope. It's the Mexican people that are feeding them. He said he's waiting because Biden promised them they were going to let them in. That's why he's wearing that shirt. He said he hopes that Biden keeps his promises of letting them in. Pues fue la pandemia más que nada. Fue la pandemia. ¿Sabes que Estados Unidos tenía la mejor economía en la historia antes de la pandemia, cuando estaba Trump?
Pero también ya Trump ya empezó a los inmigrantes, a sacar inmigrantes y a separar.
¿Sabes que Trump tuvo los menores deportados en años?
Fueron menos deportaciones de Trump.
Menos deportaciones en Trump que Obama. ¿Lo sabías? Checa los números, chécalo en Google. ¿Cuánta gente deportó Trump?
No todos dicen la verdad.
No, pero sí, yo ya lo he verificado. Obama deportó creo que el doble que Trump.
No podemos confiar en lo que es el periodismo.
Mira, ve.
He's saying he can't trust the fake news.
No digan nada de Trump. Porque yo tengo una tía que no se puede hablar de Donald Trump.
¿Por qué?
No soy racista tampoco. No somos racistas, ¿verdad?
He says she doesn't want to speak about Trump.
En un momento, pero igual
Pero yo sí te comunico que.
Eso ya se bajó.
Por eso ya hay que hablar por el presidente nuevo que está.
Okay, he doesn't want to talk about Trump anymore, but he's saying.
Ahorita, pero igual, veo lo que sucedió.
Pero tú estás aquí porque Biden te prometió que ibas a entrar. You're here because Biden promised you that he was gonna let you in. ¿Correcto?
No, claro, más que todo, pues, lo que son los inmigrantes, como nosotros somos todos inmigrantes.
Yes, he said that's why the migrants are here, because he promised them he was gonna let them in. So anyway, guys, gracias. Provecho. It's hot out here too, and this is, I mean, at least it's getting a little warmer because it was freezing out here a few days ago. But when it gets hot, this is going to get even worse because there's no water. I mean, they only have that one tank where I guess some of them can shower. This is horrible. They have an American organization here that feeds them. Let me try to read some of your comments because this is getting really, I'm under the shade now. Yep, it's happening once again, as you saw it 3 years ago. ¿Perdón? Ah, porque es una calle pública en México.
No importa que sea una calle pública.
Porque es una calle pública.
Eso no importa, señora.
Bueno, pues háblale a un policía si quieres. So anyway, this is where they're feeding them. He's asking me why I'm recording, and I'm saying because this is a public street. Yo vivo aquí en Tijuana. Damn, he's getting a little aggressive here. Oh. He doesn't want to be filmed, apparently. Dile que no sea grosero. ¿Hablas español?
Sí, hablo un poco.
Dile que tenga un poquito de respeto, ¿verdad? No hay por qué ser agresivo. ¿Él habla español? Pues sí, yo le hablo en español. No tienes por qué ser grosero. Here we have some guy taking a picture. De aquí de Tijuana. No soy reportera. ¿Tú te me acercaste a mí? Ah, ok, pero no, yo puedo grabar donde yo quiera, de hecho. O sea, de hecho puedo grabar donde yo quiera. Es Tijuana y es lugar público. Ok, gracias, hasta luego. Gracias, hasta luego. Y si quiero aquí me quedo 1 hora. No lo voy a hacer porque no voy a perder el tiempo. Pero si quiero aquí me quedo 1 hora. ¿Entendido? Entendido. Yo voy a grabar donde yo quiera. Ok, gracias. Bueno, no te estoy grabando a ti. Tú te me estás acercando a mí, mira. Yo voy a grabar lo que yo quiera. Tú estás en un lugar público, en la ciudad de Tijuana. Es público, todo el mundo puede grabar. Háblale a un policía. A ver, háblale. Yo no le voy a hablar a nadie. Yo no no soy policía. ¿Qué te importa? ¿Quién eres tú? Yo soy una ciudadana grabando en la ciudad de Tijuana. ¿Qué te importa? ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Y yo por qué te voy? Tú me estás preguntando. Yo no te estoy preguntando quién eres. Ok, aléjate de mí, por favor. Yo voy a grabar donde yo quiera. ¿Estás seguro? Ok, ahorita voy a ir por un nombre a ver si te le pones igual, ¿ok? Porque yo no te tengo miedo, como ya te diste cuenta. Yo no tengo miedo. Ok, a mí te me estás poniendo que no puedo grabar. He works for an organization, so he's going crazy. He's sitting here harassing a woman for filming on a public street. No.
Sí, por favor, retírate.
No. ¿Cómo ves? No, ¿cómo ves? No me voy a retirar, ¿cómo ves? O sea, ¿por qué no? Háblale a un policía, a ver si es cierto. Yo no le voy a hablar a un policía, a mí no me estás molestando. ¿Quién te está molestando? Estoy haciendo un documental. ¿Quién te está molestando? Yo no te estoy molestando.
Son niños.
Quítense de la cámara.
Y eso sí es prohibido, que vengan a grabar y viendo niños.
He works for an organization, so they don't want to be filmed. ¿Quieres que regrese con un policía? ¿Nada más para que te eduque? Ok, ahorita regreso con un policía para que te eduque. Ok, para que te eduque. Nadie te está grabando a los niños, estaba grabando la comida. Se puede grabar lo que yo quiera. Para eso es pública, es calle pública. They work for organizations, so they are trained to not let people film. That's what they do. I'm gonna have a cop educate these people because they apparently don't know what's going on. He wanted to scare me. And little does he know that I don't get scared easily. If some of you haven't noticed, those of you who know me over the last 2 years, 3 years, understand that I don't get scared easily. But as you can see, there's no cops around. You see? There are no cops around. Because the cops don't even want to deal with this anymore. They don't want to take up their resources, you see? They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with taking up the resources that we need for our cities. And that was a man, quote unquote, asking me, who are you? Acá, no, pero no, que los eduque un policía. ¿Para qué vas a armar drama? No, 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 no. Que los eduque un policía porque un policía le va a decir, aléjatele o te voy a llevar detenido, güey. Pero no hay policías, there's no cops. Dile que a mí no me esté, o sea, yo ya le dije que no le tengo miedo, porque no le tengo miedo. Ay, no. Lo que pasa es que son de las organizaciones y no les gusta que los filmes. Ya sé. They don't want to be filmed. Did you see him get in my face? But I don't back down, guys, because I don't care if I'm a 5'2" woman. I don't back down. I'm not going to stop filming. What are they going to do? Well, yeah, they are dangerous sometimes. They can be dangerous, but I'm still not going to back down. I'm filming what's going on out here. He said that I was harassing people. Really? Where? I've been talking to people for the last hour. So anyway, there are no cops. I tried looking for one. They're non-existent. Tell them you came from Hollywood. I know, right? I know. They'll probably be like, make me famous. Pero no hay. Do you see any? I don't see any cops. Let me go ask the taxi drivers, because they normally know where the cops are at. But this is what it comes down to. You see, it comes down to crime. It comes down to people, you know, taking basically roles they shouldn't be taking, such as the organizations. Let me ask, hold on. Señor, disculpe, ¿ya no hay policías por aquí? Ya ni se paran por aquí, ¿verdad? Ya ni se paran. They don't even come here anymore. There's no cops. Uno de estos mequetreques insultándome ahí, amedrentándome. Sí. Gracias. So, yeah. This is what they do. And they did it to me a few years ago, too. Because I was filming the photo staging and all the stuff that they do. But I'm just not afraid of them. That's what they want. They want to scare you off so you don't come back and film the truth of what's going on out here. You saw him get in my face. He was up, like, literally up next to me with his hand on my phone. And, I mean, we could have sat there for hours. And then 3 of them came. I don't know if you saw that. 3 of them came, and because that's just, it just shows you they're, in a way, sort of hiding something. Because if you're not hiding something, why would you be mad about being filmed in the middle of the street? Who would care if you're filmed in the middle of the street? They're fighting over there over the food. So, there's no cops around. And if I go back there and I bring my people, a fight is gonna break out. And I don't want that. I'm against violence. You know? I mean, I just had my people come up to me because they were watching the video and said, do you want us to go over there? And I said, no. What's the point? I want the cops to handle this. I like law and order. I mean, for sure, a fight is going to break out. Gracias por ayudarlo, señor. He's warming up the water for them. I mean, nothing good is going to come out of that. There's going to be an altercation, you know, and nothing good is going to come out of it. I'll tell you that much. But this is what's going on here in Tijuana. And you just saw these organizers, because that's what they are. These organizers confront me, 3 of them, a woman, a 5'2" woman. The cowards, right? They expected me to, oh, okay. Yeah, little do they know who they're dealing with. So anyway, I said, no, please don't go over there. Because if you go over there, all that's gonna happen is a fight is gonna break out. So anyway. Another day here, and this problem is only going to get worse. Here comes a cop. Let me talk to him. Because in Mexico, we're used to handling our own business. But that's not what because cops are normally not around all that much. But that's not what I'm here for, So anyway, let me talk to him and I'll be back.